garden is called the 7th Street Garden. And it is on property owned by the Emmanuel Lutheran Church across the street. So the church wants to be able to provide food eventually for homeless folks and a good learning environment for kids to do some science outside. So we're just going to be growing pumpkins out there this year, and most folks don't eat pumpkins, so it's going to be more, I guess, for the kids in the nursery schools and things like that at the church to do pumpkins, dress them up, stuff like that.
So the senior tile painting is put on by my leadership class, and it's not the whole class, it's a small group of kids who are kind of putting it together and organizing it. One student in particular who's categorizing all the information, but yeah, leadership. So we were trying to come up with a way to make our school look a little more exciting since our school is not actually school colors. And the kids came up with the idea of trying to leave their mark somewhere. And so a lot of schools all over the country allow students to paint tiles. And so we've kind of been playing with this idea of how can we incorporate this. We came up with a way to recognize students who have maintained a high GPA all 4 years of high school. There are tiles all over this building. On every floor there are tiles in the hallways that we can literally pull down. So it would be pretty amazing if over the course of the next 20 years we have kids do this.
I painted a solar system just because I really like astronomy, and to me it's kind of a cool thing to be able to paint something like that on such a huge scale for something that's kind of cool for around a school. It's educational.
Haley Kaiser, a senior, believes that the end-of-year senior tile paintings are a great way to reward seniors that worked hard all 4 years of high school, though she doesn't believe that it will be enough incentive for younger high schoolers to work hard in the long run.
So we all got to create something that represents us, and it'll be left at the school for other students to see. I drew or painted a kind of sunset ombre thing with a silhouette, and then around it I placed all the activities that I was in, so school newspaper, band, Young Life, things like that. I hope it's somewhere that kids could see and be inspired by.
To many, February is just another month, but to other people, it is a time of recognizing Black history.
Black History Month to me is it's a time to respect, the Black community and cultures, and just equality together, but just a time to respect the leaders that helped us before previously, and to get us to where we are today, because of so much that's going on, and there's a lot of things going on outside of just this 1 month, and a lot of shootings and everything that go on, and it does. People just see it as another month and a free day to get out of school, kind of. Ask people that are from other cultures. Like me, I come from a Trinidad and a Cambodian household, so it's different from both sides of the spectrum. So get to learn a little bit from both sides, and ask friends that aren't from America how their cultures are, and
Black History Month to me means respecting and remembering Black people, famous Black people.
Only famous Black people, or just Black people as a culture in general?
As a culture in general.
Well, for me, it means remembering my grandma and my culture that is previous. I mean, I'm really white, but my parents before were Black, and remembering my cousins and respecting them and loving on them, and just remembering them and giving them the credit that's due, because the white people didn't treat them very good, Well, I think one thing that we could do is probably just begin from a Christian standpoint, just loving on everyone and just being caring to everyone and respecting everyone's their culture and their judgment,
It's a conglomerate of African American individuals coming together, maybe not physically but mentally, and being confident about our skin, being unapologetically Black, So I feel Black History Month to me means also Black power, strength, our history, maybe not a good memorial of it, but just it makes us who we are today.
We can take the time to celebrate how Black culture influenced society and how it's still impactful in today's lives.
This has been Mason Justina reporting for Viking Student Media.